Hello students, let us know what variation means, what direct variation is and what inverse variation is. Linear decay and linear growth. Y is equals to kx. So no constant term is there, so line will pass through origin and it is in the first and the third quadrant. So the value of k is positive. Exactly same, if k is negative, line will pass through the origin, but y is equals to minus kx is there. So y is increasing, x is increasing. When decay is there, if y decreases, x also decreases. Two variables, so let x and y are two variables. If x increases, then y also increases. And if x decreases, then y also decreases. So that is called as direct variation. Value of one of the variable, if it is increased, respectively the another variable also it increases, then it is direct variation. How mathematically it is written? Y is directly proportional to x, or y is equals to kx, that is here. So k is called as proportionality constant. In terms of ratio, this can be written as y upon x is equals to k. What does it mean? If I have different values of y1 and x1, the value of k remains constant. Why? Because it remains unchanged with that constant rate. So y2 upon x2, y3 upon x3. If this ratio remains same and which is equals to k, then these quantities are varied in direct proportion and the proportionality constant is k. Means their ratio remains the same. Ratio, we find the ratio of two numbers of the similar quantities, similar measurements. But here y may be your weight or x may be height. So here x and y, any two parameters, where x and y are any two parameters, any two variables, that y is equals to 2x and y is equals to suppose minus 2x. So one for the positive and one for the negative. Let us see how the value changes. So here y upon x remains 2 and y upon x remains minus 2. So now for different values of x and y, suppose if I take x is equals to 2, so y comes out to be 4. If x is equals to 3, y comes out to be 6. Why? Because y upon x, the ratio 4 upon 2 is 2, 6 upon 3 is 2 and so on. When the ratio is same, the number comes out to be 2, then it is direct variation. Exactly same, when the ratio of two numbers is negative, either one of the value, if x is negative or y is negative, the ratio will be negative. So if x is equals to minus 2, then y has to be 4. If I take x is equals to 4, then y is equals to minus 8. So 4 upon minus 2, answer comes out to be minus 2. Minus 8 upon 4, again answer comes out to be minus 2. So that's all about direct variation, when the ratio of the two quantities is same or constant. So ratio is always constant. Very, very important. When it is direct, it is written as y is directly proportional to x. So it is proportionality sign, and then k becomes proportionality constant. In inverse variation, two variables move in opposite direction. What does it mean? If x increases, y decreases, or x decreases, then y increases. There in the market, demand increases, supply decreases. So there is a relation between demand and supply in economic world. So when demand increases, supply decreases. Similarly, in vehicles, if speed of the car increases, then time required to reach will decrease. Fact of two variables, that is x and y, becomes constant. In direct, it is ratio is constant. In inverse, product of two variables considered in the inverse variation that are constant. So in ratio forms, x1 y1 is equals to x2 y2. 1 upon y2 is equals to x2 upon x1. If you are comfortable in ratio form. Otherwise, it's always easy to remember in a product form, x1 y1 is equals to x2 y2. See the example, x y is equals to 4. If I take x is equals to 4, then y becomes 1. If I take x is equals to 8, then y is equals to half. Why? Just see, x into y is equals to 4. X into y here in the second case, also 8 into half, that is also 4. So they are in inverse proportion. The product of any two variables that are considered in the any situation, then if that product remains constant, then it is inverse variation. Direct, inverse, y upon x is equals to constant, x into y is equals to constant. In the ratio form, y1 upon x1 is equals to y2 upon x2. x1 y1 is equals to x2 y2. This helps in problem solving. This is definition or formula. Now we will see the questions related to direct variation and inverse variation. Car is traveling at an average speed of 50 km per hour. How much distance would it travel in 12 minutes? So distance be y and time be x. So initially distance, that is y1, is given as 50 km and time, that is given as 1 hour, that is 60 minutes. Why we are converting 60 minutes? Because the question asked to find out the distance when time is in minutes. Therefore using में वो कार 50 किलोमीटर जा रही, तो how much it will reach in 12 minutes. So it has to be less distance. So जैसे ही time कम हुआ तो distance cover will be less. So it means that it is a direct variation. So y1 upon x1 is equals to y2 upon x2. So here x2 is given as 12 minutes. We have to find out y2. So therefore replace the values. 50 upon 60 is equals to y2, that we have to find it out, upon 12. Therefore y2 is equals to 5 into 12 divided by 6. So 6 2s are, so 10. Therefore y2 is equals to 10 kilometers. Do not forget to mention the units. So in 12 minutes car reaches 10 kilometers. So that is direct variation. Why? Because distance is more when time is more. When the time is less, distance covered will be also less. Amount of extension is in an elastic string varies directly. Now in the question itself, here it is given as direct variation. So we will just convert the units. If we will just write down x1 y1 x2 y2. If a weight of 150 gram, so let weight be y and extension is x. So y1 is given as 150 gram and x1 is given as 2.9 centimeter. y2, it is asked to find out x2, it is given as 17.4 centimeter. So since it is direct variation, so what is the formula? Y1 upon x1 is equals to y2 upon x2. What is the value of y1? 150 divided by x1 2.9 is equals to y2, we have to find out, and then x2 17.4, which implies, now decimal point will go and then y2 becomes 150 into 174 divided by 25. Why it will go? Because if I just multiply both the sides by 10 in the denominator, then decimal point vanishes. In the table of 29, 174 is there or not? 145, 29, 6 are. So 6 9s are 54, carries 5, 6 2s are 12 plus 5, 17. So it is 29 1s are 29 6s are. Therefore, y2 is equals to 150 into 6. So 900. So 900 grams. So that is the answer. 1200 soldiers in a fort had enough food for 28 days. So 1200 soldiers having 28 days food. After 4 days, some soldiers were transferred to another fort. So let X be the soldiers transferred to another fort. So when 1200 minus X soldiers are left now, so the food is going to last for 32 days. Means if the number of soldiers are reduced, then the days food can last long for more days. Means if one quantity is decreased, another quantity is increased. So number of soldiers are reduced, then food will last for more days. Soldiers S and it is D. So S1 D1 is equals to S2 D2. Therefore, S1, that is 1200 into 28 is equals to 1200 minus X into 32. So 1200 minus X is equals to 1200 into 28 divided by 32. 4 7s are 28, 4 8s are 32, then 8 1s are 150 into 7 becomes 1050. So 1200 minus X is equals to 1050. Therefore X comes out to be 150. So the number of soldiers that are transferred to another fort are 150. So very important, Y inverse, because soldiers numbers is reduced, so the number of days that food can last long, that is increased, so it is inverse proportion. So very important to identify it is direct proportion or inverse proportion. If it is clearly mentioned in the question, then there is problem to how to proceed further. But if the proportion is not mentioned, then you have to identify with the quantities. If they are one quantity increases, another quantity decreases, it means it is inverse proportion. A workforce of 420 men with a contractor can finish a certain piece of work in 9 months. How many extra men must be employed to complete the job in 7 months? I want to know how many men will require to complete the job in 7 months, and then we'll get the difference, because initially we are already having 420 men. So how many more number of men can, number of workers are increased, so months are decreased, hence it is inverse proportion. So we will write down in terms of formula. Y1 is equals to Y1 equal to 420, X1 is equals to 9, Y2 we have to find it out, then X2 is equals to 7. So what is the formula for inverse proportion? X1 Y1 is equals to X2 Y2. X1 9, Y1 420 is equals to X2 7 into Y2. Therefore Y2 is equals to 9 into 420 divided by 7. So 7 ones are 7 6 are so 540. Men are required to complete the work in 7 months. 420 men initially. Then for 7 months we require 540 men. So total number of men required to finish up the job in 7 months. So 540 minus 420, that is 120 men are more need to employ to complete the job in 7 months. See, to get the answer 540 is not sufficient. How many extra men must he employ to complete the job? So, what is extra? That is the difference. So, 540 minus 420, that is 120 men are required. That's it for this topic, variation. This is asked in most of the type of examinations, competitive examination as well. If you have any queries, post in the chat box. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. For different type of concepts, follow my channel Unfiltered Concepts.